Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about all of the rumors for Apple because they are going to be hosting their WWDC event next week. If you are a noob, the WWDC stands for Worldwide Developers Conference. This is something that Apple does every year, and they basically are doing a big event to show all of their new software that is coming out for the year. This event is going to happen on June 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will be a live stream, so we will be able to watch in real time and see what is new. And honestly, this is one that we actually can be excited for. That already is so shady. iOS 19. We just got information that iOS 19 is most likely going to be called iOS 26. The 26 comes from the year 2026. All of the softwares are going to have the 26. I think that'll be a little confusing at first because everyone's going to be like, wait, we were on iOS 18 and now we're on iOS 26? Like, what did I miss, you know? But once we get past that confusion, it will be hopefully a lot better and less confusing because all of the OSs are going to have the same number. iOS 19 is not happening, just like how the iPhone 9 did not happen. It's the same vibe. Apple doesn't like the number 9. Apparently, this is going to be the biggest redesign since iOS 7. I really hope so. I feel like we haven't really had that many like crazy iOS updates in a while. Honestly, iOS 14 was like the biggest one that I can remember most recently. This iOS is going to have a whole different look. Apparently it's going to be inspired by how visionos already looks, where it's more of like a glassy design, kind of like that Y2K vibe but modernized. I really am over the flat design of things, and I just love that they're kind of like going to be going back to that more like lively look. So that is what it's rumored to look like. I think aesthetically people are going to be happy with these changes. And by the way, before anyone attacks me, these are all rumors. They're not confirmed. We will literally be finding out next week. So if I'm wrong, it's okay. It's okay. We're just here to gossip. So anyway, they're saying that there might be a menu tab on the bottom of Apple apps. This will make it easier to navigate. And one of the biggest things is that the app icons are going to be circles, or at least not square. It's kind of giving Android. It's not a bad thing, but it's just not that original. And the apps are supposed to be more animated or dynamic too. So they'll kind of act like widgets apparently. I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna work, but apparently the app icons can do more in this new iOS. This one I have been begging Apple for years to do. iMessage is apparently gonna look different, and if this happens, like, my life will be made. The iMessage interface is one of my least favorite things about Apple and their iOS. It is just so ugly. We are sitting in a white void. It has looked like that since day one, and it's not necessarily that it's bad, it's just not good. Like, it could be so much better. So the Messages app might look something more like this, where it's more of like a dynamic, translucent vibe and have like some more color to the background. If that's the case, what an upgrade. Like, that is so much better. So I'm really hoping for an iMessage redesign in this new iOS. I think that's gonna hit. Apparently they're gonna redesign the camera app to be more like user-friendly and kind of look more like a real camera interface and have better access to the controls. I think this is very needed because right now the controls are a hot mess. Like, I'm sorry, but the layout of the flash and everything, like, it's just a little bit like not good. It's just a little not good. So I think it could be good. I definitely think that'll be a very welcome change that people are gonna appreciate. Then they're saying there's gonna be improved customization. I already know all the girlies are gonna be screaming at that one because we love customizing our iPhones, and if they are gonna add more ways to do it, sign me up. Like, sign me up. It would be cool if they added more font options or more color options. Going back to iMessage, like customizing the bubbles, that would be so awesome if they did that. And they're also saying that they might be adding like new widgets or like more improved customization of the widgets. I hope they add some really good things because the customization goes a long way on the iPhone and it really helps your phone to feel fresh when you get to customize it often. Then they're saying that they're gonna add Stage Manager support with USB-C. right now you can do screen mirroring, why is it so hard to say? Mirroring with your iPhone, where basically your phone screen is on your computer screen. So it'll be an improved version of that where you can like be more interactive with it. We'll see how they do that. AI battery optimizations. Using Apple Intelligence, it's gonna know when to charge your battery and kind of do it in a more efficient way so that it's saving your battery health and also saving energy on your phone so that your battery doesn't die as quickly. Other phones have had this, but now Apple is gonna be doing it. Maybe updates to RCS messaging. They could add end-to-end encryption, which would, okay, I'm reading off my phone because honestly I can't remember, but for improved privacy, inline replies, edit messages, unsend messages, and tap back support. That just means like when you're texting people with green bubbles and they don't have iMessage, you'll have iMessage features that you can use. And just a couple other things. They're gonna be doing real-time translation through AirPods. So if you're talking to someone in a different language, it can like translate what they're saying in real time in your ear so you know what they're saying. Wi-Fi upgrade for better public Wi-Fi. If you enter the information for the Wi-Fi on your phone or an Apple device, it'll sync to all of them and you don't need to like log into all of them a million times. So those are the main features. I think honestly, like a lot of the features are gonna be nice of what they're adding, but the biggest change is gonna be the looks. I think Apple probably spent a lot of time making the visuals really different. That alone is enough for me. Like I'm pretty happy with how my phone works. If they just revamped the style and the look of things, I think that's good enough. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I think it's very needed, especially because this is gonna be like the framework for the rest of the OSs that they're gonna talk about. Because basically all the other ones that I'm about to get into are going to look like iOS 26. Like they're all gonna kind of look the same. So when they do the keynote on June 9th, they are most likely going to release the developer beta like that day or the next day. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a version that developers can download and start to like build their new apps and things like that to kind of be focused and work with iOS 26, but you can download it. When it comes out, I'm gonna be doing a video of like my first impressions to iOS 26 with the developer beta, so stay tuned for that. And in that video, I will show you guys, if you want to, how to download it and sign up for the developer program at Apple. It is easy to do. The only thing is that the developer beta usually has like the most bugs in it and is likely to cause problems on your phone because it's not like a stable version yet. So I would say like most people shouldn't download it, but if you really want to do it, like I will show you guys how to do it. Obviously I'll do it for the content, but I would say most people should wait for at least the public beta. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but the full release of iOS 26 is gonna be in September with the new phones. So I would imagine that the public beta will be like a month or so before that, maybe even 2 months. So yeah, that's when it's gonna be coming out. iOS 26 is definitely gonna be like the most sought after upgrade, especially because like a lot of people have iPhones and they're gonna see like an immediate change when they download it. But let's get into the other softwares that they're going to be discussing. iPadOS 19, or now iPadOS 26. This is going to look just like iOS 26 style-wise. However, it is going to apparently mimic an iMac screen more. For example, they're going to be doing a Mac-inspired menu bar, so it's going to look like how the iMac does. And it's going to look like this when your Magic Keyboard is connected to the iPad, so it'll recognize like when it's in laptop mode, you know, and kind of give that look. And they're also going to be improving Stage Manager for the iPad too, so it's also going to be helping to kind of give it that Mac like multitasking vibe. And then also they're going to be doing Siri upgrades, so she's going to be smarter and more integrated to the apps and like between apps, and her intelligence will be catered to you. And I will say in general, Apple Intelligence is probably going to be a little more polished in the new softwares because honestly they low-key rushed it last year and just put it out so that they could use Apple Intelligence to like market the new iPhones, but I feel like it still needed work, and I feel like we will see those improvements in the new operating systems that they announced. And that's all I know about iPadOS right now. macOS 16 or macOS 26. That is a big jump. The style is also gonna match the rest of the operating systems that I just talked about. There's gonna be refreshed icons, menus, and system buttons, new window styles and management features, and maybe also circle app icons. That would be interesting to see. Also, there is a list of potential names here on what the new macOS could be called, because obviously they're not gonna call it 26. It's gonna have some kind of name, probably some like mountain in California. Okay, let's make a bet right now. What do you think it's gonna be called? Personally, I feel like it's gonna be macOS Skyline, because if they're going with the translucent vibe, that just makes sense to me in my head. Like macOS Skyline, that just sounds good. But we'll see. We will see. Also, it says internally at the company, macOS 16 is codenamed Cheer. I wonder which one kind of goes with that. watchOS 12, which is watchOS 26 now. I don't know anything about that. It's gonna be talked about though. visionos 3, which is now gonna be visionos 26. tvOS 19, which will be tvOS 26. So those are the rest of the softwares. I don't really know what's gonna be new, but it's probably also just gonna be like the looks of it and probably like small things to it. And then here are just some other little upgrades or like features that are rumored to be coming out just in general. As I said a little bit earlier, they're gonna be doing like an improved Siri or improved Apple Intelligence, which I think is very necessary. And they might even be doing third-party integration. Apparently, as like a backup or like a second option, they might be adding Google Gemini as like another AI feature on their phone. For example, like you could have the option to use Google Gemini instead of Siri. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know if that's really what that means. And then lastly, they might be adding health coaching. So that's just like a random small thing. And there is this small chance that they might release or talk about like some hardware, like new products, but it's very unlikely because usually these events are all about the software, but it's not impossible. They might. So those are all the rumors that I have right now. I think it's sounding pretty good if I'm being honest with you. Like I definitely think with them changing the name like this and doing iOS 26, like that is a huge deal. They're probably really trying to convey like this is a big upgrade, you know? I think it's good for them to do this because when I saw the iPhone 17 rumors, like, no, honey. It's not terrible. I'm being dramatic. Who am I kidding? Because I'm gonna have to unbox it anyway. So that is all for today. Let me know what you guys think and what you're like the most excited for. Stay tuned because I will be doing a video reacting to iOS 26 and showing all of the features and seeing like, is it good or not? Make sure you subscribe and don't miss the keynote on June 9th. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!